Hello, my name is Sophia Thakur. I'm a spoken word poet, artist and storyteller from North West London. And I'm going to be releasing a body of work called 3P. And the reason it's called 3P is because there's one poem, two poems, three poems. The whole project is essentially about finding the silver lining in situations. When I say that, I'm trying. When I try to explain to people what it's about, I'm trying to avoid sounding really blissful. When I say silver linings, I mean in a world where there's good and there's bad, and there's always good and there's always bad, and these two extremes are inevitable. They're intrinsic in life. You have to exist via a silver lining. You have to exist in a way that doesn't oppress you.
The concept is about finding a silver lining that doesn't exist in like a fairy tale way. Do you know how silver linings always exist in, I don't know, that bad happens in your life, good happens in your life, but you must find some sort of middle party that makes everything okay. You know what I mean? In reality, things don't happen like that. You've really got to look deep into the situation, understand it, and try to find a silver lining that might not seem like a silver lining, but make you feel good at the end of the day.
The whole project is experimental. Yes, it is. I went away from listening and watching poets for a while because I felt as though everything was starting to sound really, really similar, and I got really caught up in how things are received as opposed to the creating of it, which is painful as an artist. Like it's painful for your focus to change from creating the most incredible art you can to trying to create the most incredible art for Tom, Dick and Harry. It's painful. So I think I took the necessary time out and started looking at other art forms just to get back to the nucleus of appreciating art as opposed to all the strands that come from it, and from that I'll create my own strand. So this project 3P is extremely experimental. I'm trying out things I haven't done, I'm writing in ways that I haven't done before, and I'm attacking issues that I haven't necessarily attacked before. One of the poems in it is something that I've been meaning to write since I was like 14 or 15, and it was one of those poems where you're looking at it and you're thinking, what more do you want from me? Like, what can I give you? You know it's not finished. You know it's not finished because you've got too much fire in your belly, but you're thinking, how do I get this out? Like, I don't know how I want to end this poem. I don't know what I want to do with the end of this poem, but it hasn't finished. It's not complete. And at the end of the poem, when I finished it, and it was that final, like, it was almost orgasmic, like it was final just push, and it was finished. I fell asleep. Like, it was so emotionally draining. That's never happened to me before. Like, I signed the end of the poem because I thought, nah, like, that took too much out of me to not sign it. Like, emotionally, that took a lot out of me. I'll be interested to like hear what when people hear the poems, which one they think it would be. But that took a lot out of me. So the whole poem is really experimental. It's extremely honest. Things in the past, because I was writing at the age of like 14 to 16, naturally I got caught up in things that I was meant to write about, things that people were meant to hear, as opposed to just being honest to what I'm going through as a human. And silver linings, who knows, in 10 years I might completely disagree with this, but right now, as I'm writing this project, as I'm speaking to cameras now, I think the living through silver linings is very important. I think it's vital, and art represents a time and place. I want to be able, when I look at a piece of art, when I look at a poem, it will take me to that exact point in time, especially with pictures, especially with sculptures and stuff. It will take you to a time and place. And this 3P project, I know I'm going to be able to look back at it in a bunch of years and think this was the time when I realised that you have to control your own happiness. You have to control whether or not you get oppressed. A lot of things are in your power, and even though there's always there's an overriding energy generally, but certain things are in your power, and it's up to you to recognise that in order to live a life that you deem happy. So that's my 3P EP. My 3P EP. So when your son whispers planets and nebulas into a woman's ear. I just pray that Saturn's silver lining is his recognition of the goddess in her, the greatness within her. So when he holds her,
there's a message in regards to silver lining in her poetry that you could really understand if you listen to it. You know what I mean? Like she can write it down as many times as she can put onto it, anything. But unless you listen to her poetry, you won't really get what she means or how she wants you to feel. You know what I mean? So I don't even want to say too much about the concept. You need to listen to her poetry to really understand it.